From a distance, the sea looks calm and rather mournful. I've heard all its stories, paid witness to its devilish moods across the scratch and scatter of the sand, to where the waves break without reason, incessantly, ragged surf rolling, grey-brown, dissolving in ribbons of froth, where thousands of shells smashed to pieces chatter in the swell. How I hate this place, this flux museum, this watery armour from which there is no defence and no escape. 12 years of the worst years of my life spent in homage to the motions of this God-forsaken bitterness in space. I hear the maudlin hesitation of my mind trying to communicate with the waves. Great white sadness clings to me, seaweed on a breaker, horror streak through to my bones. The bending of a madman's knees to leave, placing small pink flowers at my graveside. Stench of ozone, a severed head and the pain of the world hanging heavy on my soul. Agony too strange, fears too relentless to speak of. Counterfeit emotions and vapor trails of words I never heard. Phantom faces in the moonlight crying through silence. Corpses of mermaids impaled by good intentions on the rocks. Solitudes more real than the hunted bird in flight, hungry, its wings dragging like smouldering lead. Scientists stirring buckets of afterbirth, like fishermen poking at crab pots with a customized stick. This machine gun noise of senseless babble rattling through the canyons of my headspace. Saltpeter. The girls looked into my wounds and laughed till there was no other noise bar the shouting. Pomegranates smashed with hammers over the concrete steps. One memory strung longer than all others, coiled over like a poisonous snake and coughing up 3 million discarded cigarettes. My life weighed out in spirals of till receipts. Buckets and spades, bullies kicking over my sandcastles, the sea washing over my face. I burn to watch the Leviathan drowning in the lake, strangled. The sea just murmurs as I poke it, asking for confessions, for answers, for the price of all knowledge, all mistakes. Spread out, flattened to the horizon like rolling ribs or undeciphered glyphs, the colours a weeping watercolour dream. And my stomach aches, so deep I lean on a breaker, hit with a sudden shock of my intolerable loneliness, my body sagging over the wood like wet meat. I feel I could vomit black blood and tear my eyeballs out. In poems for the last day when I wake to find I will be myself and no longer know the pains of the sea. One moment, one sorrow, one life.